So Jack and Evelyn somehow arrive at the same time. Zach is next and Oak is last.
Yeah, I can imagine that, Jack kind of shows up a bit early because he's kind of excited because, he's never actually found somebody who likes bear meat as much as he does.
Even
like,
Jack
not
doesn't
even
like
Zach.
going that much. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll eat it if he has to when he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Evelyn is like, you'll see her out in the hallway, and she's carrying what looks like a few packets of like dried out noodles with she has like 10 of them, and she's kind of like balancing them in her arms.
Okay. Well, Jack shows up carrying a cooler. Basically a huge, like, 70-quart cooler.
Oh, awesome.
It takes both arms to carry it, and he just shows up, kind of peeking over the edge. Oh, hey, Evelyn.
Oh!
How's it going?
Hi, Jack, what on earth is that? She says, staring at the cooler. Her brain flashes back to all the times that she was warned about alcohol and, like, drinking and, like, the dangers of it, and, like, she begins to sweat.
It's meat.
What?
It's the steaks that I brought.
Steaks? That sounds...
Yeah! And he's going to kind of thud it down and open it up, and the smell is just pungent.
She, drops the packets, on the floor, and kind of covers her mouth in surprise, and then kind of keeps her hand up there. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's a bit strong, but it cooks out well as long as you make the right sauces. And I advised Cor on what he should have in order to pair it well, and hopefully he does. So and he's gonna close the lid again. So what did you bring?
I brought... It's sort of the only thing I ever eat. She picks up the dried out packets of ramen.
Jack will look very surprised and very concerned. You only live on that?
Is that wrong?
Yes.
What?
You need vitamins and nutrients, and you don't eat.
I take a lot of vitamins. I have so many pills I take.
Jack will look off in the distance as if he's getting some kind of flashback, and he's going to pick up the cooler and go, all right, do you need help bringing those in?
No, that's okay. She quickly scoops them up from the ground and quickly runs over to Cor's door and we'll knock.
Yeah, come on in.
Oh.
A thick, billowing smoke extends from the room for a split second before it's quickly vented into a nearby duct. Cor enjoys this room in particular because the ventilation's really nice, making it very hard to get caught. I say with the police in the background.
As police stream by outside the academy window.
Oh, Evelyn, you brought your ramen. Great. The bear meat's here. Perfect.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Jack just slams the cooler on the table and goes, "Feast your eyes on this."
Oh, not again.
Peels open the cooler.
Oh man, yeah. Cor stares at it. His eyes begin to actually water. Oh, it's like a five senses experience. I love it.
Jack will nod furiously. It's great, and he's gonna close it again.
Jack,
Okay.
you seem much more excited than I guess I've ever seen you before. Evelyn says, staring at him. I didn't realize you liked meat so much.
Jack's gonna slowly turn towards her and go, "I do. I really do."
Evelyn sits down.
This time, Cor nods solemnly. There's I don't know what the term is. There's a certain romance to trying something new. A new meat. Trying to perfect a new dish. Now, The trick with bear meat in particular is it has an overwhelming flavor and stench. Now you could do your best to subvert it, but the trick here, with Jack's help, is we're going to try to bring that out as much as possible and complement it. We're not going to cover up the muskiness, because otherwise you just use normal meat and, He looks to Jack for confirmation.
Jack will nod solemnly.
So, okay, I'm not even sure how you prepare normal meat, so what do you intend to do to keep it musty?
Oh, the bear meat will do that on its own. Cora looks very serious. Evelyn, can I see your contribution?
Yeah, she dumps all the packets out on the counter. They have various flavored seasonings. She shrugs.
She says proudly.
You're right, this is a variety. In fact, there are no two similar packets in this.
Yeah, I really like pork.
Which is the best.
He just of course scratches the back of his head. Okay, how do I... Okay, no, I can improvise with this, actually.
Oh.
I got an idea.
So, for those of you who would be looking precisely at your watches, which would be none of you, but if you were, you would see it go from 6:59 to exactly 7 o'clock when there's a knock at the door. When it's opened, you'll see Zach, all smiles, with a metallic, kind of, I guess, a spherical box or container underneath his left arm. He's changed into a new set of clothes, and his hair is still wet from a very quick shower that he had. But he strolls on in. He goes, "Oh, hello," and to our fine host, Lucian, I got this for you. So Zach puts the metal container on the plate there, and he goes, "For our fine chef, here you go." Voila, and he takes off the top, and you see this flat green mushroom with tufts of grass out of it. You know, fellow Corsair Gligok says that this is his favorite dish, and I want to try it. I'm not sure how you prepare it, but I'm sure you can figure that out.
Cora looks down to the mushroom, looks over to the bear meat, looks down to the mushroom, over to the bear meat, looks at the two brothers. You guys coordinated on this, didn't you? You know mushrooms go great with bear.
What? Zach says, he's suddenly crestfallen.
Jack, at first, is grimacing disdainfully at this green goo, and then, upon hearing that, goes, "Yes."
Cor spins a knife across his fingers. Traditionally, it's potatoes and mushrooms are the two big ones. You wouldn't happen to have any potato... No, you wouldn't have potato-flavored ramen. I kind of sang a bit. Nice find, Zach.
Yeah.
Actually, Evelyn, there are ramen noodles made from potatoes. So if you wanted to have one of those in your...
Oh my god.
I ate the last one.
Thank
A
you.
little snack.
Thank you, Criana.
Sorry.
As Oak bursts through the door with hundreds of potatoes. No, I have a different...
No, I'm not. Speaking of Oak,
Also-
I think this is a good time for you to enter.
Also, OOC, Cor is mostly bluffing about the mushroom.
Zach doesn't know this
I
yet
figured.
because we're both charming motherfuckers. So it's tricky. Oh my god.
So scary.
I just can't wait to hear the music play.
Who's that looming presence I sense at the door?
He's going after the guy with the great
Jack
physique.
will be startled and almost go for a swing at Oak and stops himself. Don't sneak up on me like that, please.
What? Oh, Evelyn didn't notice Oak.
I'll make note of this next time I have to. Prowl. As he then, holds up a small box And he says, I've cut some fresh herbs,
Ooh.
but
Yeah.
I'm unsure what you wanted or needed, so I brought what I usually eat. And he opens up, and there's like, you're not entirely sure what it is. It's kind of like small black balls that kind of look like they have things sticking out of them. Just tiny, just parts sticking out.
Cor walks over, takes a look at him. Oh, that's great, Oak. What are they? What are these things?
Scabies.
Excuse me, like, is that some sort of a rock band?
It is a very good source of protein. Have you tried any?
Oh, really? So it's like is it like a seasoning you said? You implied it was some sort of a spice?
Oh no, those are these. As he puts forth plastic, like, it looks like test tubes full of these things.
Ooh, wow, yeah, I got my own stuff, but that looks way better. You wouldn't happen to... Cora leans in very close for a second. You wouldn't happen to have anything that'll, like, ease digestion? Make something palatable by any chance?
I have some in my pocket. I usually bring them along in most cases.
Oh, that's great. I mean, all of your seasonings are great. Like, all of them are good. Not the specific one I was just talking about. Oh, Cor walks back over to the cook spot. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get to work on this. I was planning on some sort of big pot, like there'd be a pot in the potluck, but this is physically too much bear meat to fit in any sort of container. So...
Jack will look really sad.
No, Jack. We just need to change our plans slightly. The bear is the main course.
Jack says, I mean, okay.
Oh, and we'll, of course, be using your mushroom to spice things up. It's gonna be the side. It's what pairs with it. And the spices will hopefully save us all from, really complement the thing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
What are you gonna do with the scabies? You notice that they're actually tiny, dead, balled up insects.
I got a really good idea for that. Evelyn, you mind sliding me a few of those ramen packets?
You got it, bro. She will toss one at you.
You know, it's astounding that the ramen is the most edible entree of this entire potluck.
By the way, speaking of, when that happens, you hear a knock on the door.
Uh-oh. Cheese it!
Cord dives under the table.
I don't want to get expelled. I don't want to get expelled.
Jack will slowly go up to the door, open it a crack so he can peek out, and
You see
Yes.
Charlotte standing there in what looks like flannel onesie pajamas that are actually like a black with pink animals on it. Her hair has been combed, not that it helps that much, and she is holding a large pack of something. And when she sees Jack like open the door a little bit, she starts to try and push it open. She's not going to be successful unless Jack steps back. But she starts to try, not like she's not trying to barge past you. She's just like, doors open, I'm coming in type of thing.
she gently checks, and it doesn't move an inch.
She goes,
Yes?
"You gonna let me in? I was invited after all."
Oh yeah, let Charlotte in.
Right, yes.
Oh.
He'll open it up
Oh.
so that she can
Charlotte
come in, right?
walks in, walks up to the table, puts a large case of some sort of like the typical alcoholic beverage of the day, like say beer or ale or something, and then just sits down. And she goes, "I do believe that Corsair students aren't allowed to cook in their dorms. On the other hand, I know that instructors aren't also supposed to be giving their students alcohol, so let's just call it even."
Ooh, now you're my favorite. Zach says about to grab a bottle.
I mean, I don't know. This seems.
Evelyn.
What's the matter?
I've read many books and many pamphlets on peer pressure, and I feel like
Evelyn.
this is the part where I have to go.
Charlotte says, Evelyn, your passing or failing relies heavily on your ability to sit here next to me and share a beer. She sounds like she's already been drinking a little bit.
Wow, now that's peer pressure, Zach says.
She slams like a beer bottle in front of Evelyn and pops the top off with one hand, like experienced.
Zach gives a laugh and says, I was going to just say you can either drink or not drink. There was no pressure involved, but, well, now our grades depending on that. And then Zach pauses for a moment. After taking a sip of beer, he says, I'm sure you still want that perfect score.
Charlotte's just staring at Evelyn.
Cor just walks up, don't mind if I do, takes the bottle and walks away.
Yeah.
Out from in front of Evelyn. Like, just swipes her bottle from the middle of all
Charlotte,
of this.
without missing a beat, pops out another bottle, slams it in front of her, pops the lid off with her thumbs.
For a brief moment, Evelyn looked grateful at Cor, but now it's back to the worried look.
Oak is tapping Evelyn lightly on the shoulder.
Hi, Oak. You're really good at sneaking up. Oak?
Just heavy breathing.
He then moves over to the corner of the room and gestures you to come over.
You know, I feel like I should be giving Oak, like, experience for successful prowl checks or something.
No, he's just a creepy mofo.
I also do not like to be intoxicated. Remember that drinking contest?
Mm-hmm.
This, as he'll bring out a small bottle, will help you negate the alcohol.
Oh, really?
Oak nods with his eyes.
Nods with his eyes.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm scared.
Evelyn gives Oak a hug with her eyes.
Oh, eye hugs.
Basically, he blinks in affirmation. That's
Okay.
what it is.
Evelyn will give Oak a quick hug and then grab it from him and then take it.
So after everything everyone's seen of Oak, she takes this mystery potion and downs it.
And hugs him! That's the surprising thing, at least on Jack's side. He's gonna have to talk with Oak.
When that happens, he, like, seizes up.
All right, I am ready to participate in drinking with you, Charlotte. Although, how does it taste? She, like, brings the beer bottle up to her mouth, takes a sip, and then, like, her face squishes.
As you take a sip, Charlotte slaps you, like, between the shoulder blades. That a girl! So, real quick, and not that the food's ready yet or whatnot, but Lucian, can you go ahead and roll me a cooking check? Make it harder. Make it harder by 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're working
Okay.
with
Of course.
strange ingredients.
Alien
and-
food.
Yeah.
See, now this comes to my favorite part, because secretly Zach already ate before he got here. Because he knew his brother was going to bring meat. He didn't know what ramen was, but he wasn't sure. And he sure shit knew he was going to bring something. So he knew he wasn't going to want to eat anything. And God knows what Oak was going to bring.
So we're gonna continue naturally, but just so all the players know, because I'm not gonna tell you how they react, of course. But the food that Cora makes, unfortunately, it's debatable if it's palatable or not.
I should note, because I have invested 2 skills in it, it is still of masterwork quality.
Yes, it is. It is. No, but see, here's the thing. The meat is superbly cooked. Like, you know, the meat is properly cooked. It's not overcooked. It's not undercooked. The mushroom is cooked like mushroom should be cooked. The problem is this food does not go together.
As the whole thing with Charlotte and Evelyn was going on, Cor was not paying attention to really any of it. He occasionally speaks up with, like, hey, you probably don't need a drink if you don't have, you don't need a drink if you don't want to, Evelyn. As the conversation continues, he slams down a secondary pot on the burner, lifts the scabies up into one hand, and holds them out over the dish, nodding at Oak a little bit, and then quickly casts Shatter on them in his hand, annihilating them from existence.
Genius.
He releases them and just keeps smiling like, oh, this is going great. Does the same thing, pops the ramen open, lifts up the noodles, begins to crinkle them up, nodding and smiling at Evelyn, closes both of his palms around them, suddenly fervent, vicious look, Shatter! Smiles. There's just boiling water in this pot. As the bear meat's finally prepared, he makes a big show of demonstrating him pouring this scaby ramen mix on it. Like, ooh, look at this!
Look at this sauce that I made. That's just water.
And, Cor exchanges just one look with Jack, trying to communicate any of that to him with just his eyes. Cor looks like a crazy person at you.
He barely understands, but kind of. He gets that the scabies didn't actually hit the pan, but he's still wondering, what the hell happened to the ramen? Is he like a magician? Did he hide him in his sleeves?
Cor at least appreciates the partial recognition and kind of lets out a pained smile.
Jack watches you cook even harder.
Cook hard, cook harder.
Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, that's how we deal with that shit, at least.
Oak will then point out how all of the insect things that are sold here are easily gotten and very, very, very low in cost, but high in protein.
Score just sweats.
So we'll say it takes about 20 minutes or so to make it. So what kind of chatting's going on while he's cooking?
Oh, I know, Zach says. Zach pauses for a moment as he watches Lucian make...
Yeah, I'm just getting more panicked.
Like, ironically, Zach has never seen this man work so hard in his
I'm like wrestling the mushroom in the background.
and
It's
he
huge.
almost respects the amount of effort that he's putting into this.
Get in the bear, you gooey son of a bitch.
Also, Zach is very satisfied that this is causing Lucian some problems in like a very Schadenfreude sort of way. Zach will pause for a moment. He'll say, "Oh, okay. Well, hobbies, interests, music, theater, stuff like that. What do you guys like to do when it comes to unwinding? Like, what are some of your favorite things? Maybe, we should get to know each other, socially, so to speak. It's not all, objectives this and skills that and, problems here, Like, he kind of looks around the table and he goes, Oak, what are some of your favorite things?
I keep a small personal garden. I keep it well.
Oh. That's good. That sounds,
On the side, I also put down many an animal.
Okay, like you're a hunter? Because we know about hunting.
No. House pets, mostly.
You said put down?
Yes. Humanely, of course.
Oh, of course. And they're, like, already sick and everything, right?
As a hobby?
I do get paid for it.
Oh.
Oh.
That makes more sense.
Though I do... I have a particular skill that allows me to link my energy with someone else's. And if they are close enough to death that they are willing to give it, they will die. But if they are not, I find a way to treat them.
Oh. So you're kind of like a like a vet in a way, but like with mystical powers.
Similar, yes.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So you like animals?
Like them better than most people.
Yeah, okay. I can, yeah, all right. Zach says. Quickly shifting to Evelyn. Evelyn. What are some of your favorite things to do, or just in general?
Well, I have a lot of free time typically, so I like to read.
Oh.
And I like to write. And I like to make scrapbooks of stuff I've read. That's kind of fun. That's about it.
Nice. Well, what was the last thing that you read? That wasn't a textbook, right?
Actually, I am reading something. I was reading it while we had some downtime during the mission, which I'm not supposed to bring up. Sorry.
That's fine.
But she begins to rummage in her bag, and she pulls out a book, and on the the title of the book is "The Greek Millionaire's Secret Child." It's clearly a romance novel.
Oh. The Greek Millionaire's Secret Child?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's well, I mean, I'm a collector of like pre-RIFTS stuff. She kind of flips through the flimsy paper pages and hands it over for Zach to see.
Oh, yeah, he'll flip through it and he'll take a look at the back of it. He goes, "Oh, interesting. This is really quaint." He pauses for a moment, but for some reason, yeah, this suits you perfectly. And he kind of passes it back to her.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
She kind of she's not sure if this is a compliment anymore.
Yeah, no, and Zach will give a calm smile. He goes, "Yeah, quaint, homey, old-fashioned, you know. Instead of reading it out of a data pad like how I normally do it, you have these, paper pages. It's unique. It's good. It's different. It's great."
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
I also read a book on how to talk to people. She kind of blinks. It was a pre-RIFTS, but it helped me learn like really good popular phrases and like things to like call people, like bro and dude.
Oh.
So.
That's a little too old-fashioned, Zach says.
Oh, I like the bro. I appreciate the bro. Can I call you bro?
Of course. She looks really excited.
Right back at you, bro. Cor tries to, I don't know, finger gun, I guess. While he's covered in green goo also.
Green goo finger guns.
It's like actually like dripping from his chin as it got splashed on him.
Evelyn will clap a little. Yeah, bro.
Is it similar when I called you sister?
Yes. Wait, no, that wasn't in the book, but I do like that.
He looks away and gives a small smile on his face.
This is going to be very confusing, though, Zach says, because me and Jack are actually brothers. So if we start referring to each of us in a familial tone, then won't it be confusing?
Well, you call him brother, not bro, right?
Well, we have all sorts of nicknames for each other. But yeah, no, we do not use bro. Zach says very pointedly.
Well, then I don't think it should be a problem.
Well, you know what? If you like it, then I don't see any problem with it. How's the food?
Yeah. I think it's just about done.
Well, take all the time you need, Cor. Don't rush on our account.
I'm learning so much from watching you.
Oh, me too, Zach says, and that big grin happens again.
While you guys are doing that, Charlotte like quietly slides something out of her pajamas and slides it over to Evelyn.
Oh.
It's a paperback copy of The Greek Millionaire's Secret Mistress.
Evelyn, like, her mouth drops. Where did you find this?
She almost like mouths it too. It took a long time.
look at? Can I touch it?
She goes, you can read it.
Oh, thank you. And she'll run up and give Charlotte a big hug.
Okay, everyone, she's passing out hugs now.
She'll take the hug, and then when Evelyn takes the book, she'll like have her hands up, like, but the don't bend the pages.
Oh no, don't worry. I've got it covered. I have a utensil at home.
She nods.
Or back at my room.
She looks at least more than slightly tipsy at this point.
Evelyn doesn't notice.
Oh, that's so sweet. Jack, can I see you for a second? Jack, can I see you over here? I kind of just motion with my head. Okay, I think it's just about done. But that mushroom, it's like the devil. It's like the alien devil.
Here, let me try. And he's going to take a pinky and lightly dip it in really quickly in the mushroom.
Yeah.
And put it in his mouth. How's it taste, GM?
Have you ever like seen a dumpster behind a restaurant and like there's a trash bag at the very bottom that has some sort of green goop that's leaking out of it? Probably tastes something like that.
I'm so glad I ate.
He will cover his mouth and try not to vomit.
I'll put it this way. Jack, you were in the military. At some point, there would have been a game that was played where you guys did some sort of feat or test of strength or whatnot, and the losers had to drink like the worst concoction people could think of as a punishment. This would be really a nice fit on that list.
Okay, you're making that face. I'm gonna try some myself. Let's give it a shot. Cor reaches.
He's going to be facing this way.
Cor reaches down into the completed dish with a fork, just gets a tiny little piece of it, puts it in his mouth, and just stares at Jack. Looks back down at the dish. His eyes get the same sort of solemn determination that Jack's generally do. He turns back to the completed thing and casts Shatter on it, destroying it.
Jack's eyes are watering.
Cor whirls around wild-eyed. We're starting again!
Zach nods eagerly. He goes, I didn't know you were going to mix them all together. I thought you were going to prepare them as separate dishes.
It's a potluck.
Zach
what you're
says
supposed
very.
to do.
Actually, he actually like sounds maybe a little guilty because he didn't mean to like spoil everyone's dinner. He just wanted to sabotage Cor, that happy fucker.
Cor's eye continues twitching as he drags the giant container of bear meat behind the table with Jack.
Cor, maybe you need to take a break?
He turns around again. We're making bear with the side of bear.
Okay, bear is good. Bear is great, right?
Delicious,
Charlotte is like leaned back by the intensity of that statement.
Holy shit! I think I broke him.